Welcome to day 3 of Vision 2012 here in Stuttgart. We're really looking into the future today. And do you want to know how cameras and sensor technology will deliver driverless cars in the future? And how we're going to cope with life on Mars? Join us after the break. And welcome back. VisLab, the Artificial Vision and Intelligent Systems Laboratory at Parma University in Italy, has been leading research in advanced systems for intelligent transportation. At the ITS World Congress 2 weeks ago, there was a large focus on driverless cars. Now, the commercialized arm of VisLab is here in Stuttgart to show how the camera technology is making this program possible. Paolo Griglieri, the project director, is going to tell me just how that works.
So, thank you, Alan. What I'm going to show to you today is our prototype of self-driving car. We have filled this Hyundai Sonata with the sensor and cameras. There is a sensor here in the rear view mirror. There is another camera here on the side. There are 4 cameras integrated in behind the windshield. We have 4 laser scanners here in the front. These 2 are single plane laser scanner. This is a 4-plane laser scanner, and this one is a laser beam that goes up to 150 meters. There is just the same for this side of the car. So another camera here on the side, another camera integrated into the rear view mirror. And there is also an inertial measurement unit here integrated inside the central tunnel. The interiors are divided into 3 parts. There is a part which is dedicated to the debug of the system. There is another monitor in the center dedicated to the driver. The rear view mirror is an LCD display for displaying the result of the processing on the backup maneuvers. And there are a lot of plugs and other stuff that we have put in the central tunnel. And all the data collected from this sensor are brought into the trunk from a huge amount of wires, and the data are processed from these 3 computers. Perform processing similar to this, so they are capable of extracting obstacles around the car, and then they are capable of classifying obstacles and deciding the trajectory of the car for avoiding this obstacle. The commands for performing this trajectory are sent to this unit, which is connected to the actuators on the steering wheel, on the brake pedal, and on the gas.
And so from the Innovation Lounge, where the universities are waiting for the green carpet to be rolled to give the go-ahead for the applications they're looking at for the future, we're going to go into the exhibition hall and see what the companies there think about today and tomorrow for ITS and machine vision. Our first appointment is with Point Grey, and there, Paul Kozik, I know, has a 2-pronged approach to the question.
For the standard product families, cost has always been a big issue in terms of driving down cost and pushing our products into markets in Asia, for instance. And to address that, we have a low resolution to mid resolution camera, GigaVision-based camera called the Blackfly. It features CMOS sensors as well as CCD sensors, global shutter technology, and it's ideal for tolling applications, parking lot implementations, these types of low to mid resolution requirements. For the high-end standard product families, we have the Grasshopper 3. And we're featuring a USB 3 interface on this family. And for customers that have used CameraLink type cameras in the past, this is a really nice transition. It allows them to lower system costs significantly, as well as benefit from low CPU usage, DMA, memory transfer, all that type of stuff. Then for the more customized end, we have the Zebra 2. And this is a product that was developed for a mix of applications with both HDSDI and compressed images coming out of the Ethernet camera. The customer can combine multiple applications into a single camera.
And that's Point Grey's point of view. Well, we're going to go and listen now to what the other exhibitors have to say.
High volume, robust solutions, merge of products that maybe they can really rely on.
Higher resolution cameras coming in primarily with GigiVision interface.
More and more towards self-contained systems with more intelligence and features inside.
Providing industrial quality cameras for the ITS world that provide best possible images, which can be used for OCR and license plate recognition, for example.
Exploit the high-speed feature of these CMOS image sensors and the image quality, which is now really at the same level as CCD image sensors.
I think there's a very good growth opportunity for transportation in terms of the overlap with machine vision and cameras and high-resolution imaging.
Higher resolution, higher speed.
The overall robustness of the system is a key factor as well.
There is a definitive move from CCD image sensors to CMOS image sensors being used in cameras for traffic application.
The market really is expanding in a lot of different regions around the world, and that's really being driven by the higher resolutions that become available and the higher processing that becomes available on the back end.
Where we see a lot of IP cameras replacing analog technology.
So mixed views really on where we're going and where we're coming from. One person who knows quite a bit about it, is known in fact as a bit of a guru in our industry, is Manny Romero. Manny, we're talking about the future and we're talking about where technology is today and what we've reached. What's your take on it?
Actually, when I get customers that come to see me, one of the first thing that I actually tell them is like, what is your wish? What is your wildest dream? To make sure that they realize that the boundary of the technology is not as limited as they would expect. So I say, what's your wildest dream? And often it's surprising that we do have a solution. Where the market is actually going is very interesting. The market has been sort of split into using entry-level camera like this, which is very fine with certain applications, but there seems to be a trend to go with camera like this, which I like to call toolbox. What we're offering with product like this, and Telenasa does offer it, we're not, it's actually a big trend into going with product that is extremely flexible. So we're offering a set of function that is, we're pushing the boundary of how the camera can actually be used. Those sensors that we offer already went to Mars. That's the furthest that we actually went so far.
So that's machine vision and ITS taking us to new frontiers. And those frontiers could indeed be anywhere, with some of the technology that we're seeing here on the AVT stand, for example, where simply by moving my head, I can move the camera, which could be thousands of miles away. As long as the bandwidth is good enough, and even here from Mars, it looks pretty good. So all I can say now is it's the end of the show.
Earthlings, live long and prosper.